It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Sanders' first carry of the game. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mariota. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Ooh, a juke. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Brevin Jordan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group,
They've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing in these.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown. Rondale Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. They go play action. Mariota. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and goal, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Tua now on first down. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. Not much there, only a yard.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. Because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, Mariota. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. The motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back to Nwangu again on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Again, he finds more. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing, Mariota. Looking deep downfield. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Tua. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Mariota. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A man from the capital of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. This is Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring this one back to the 20 line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Amari Cooper, the intended target. Play action now. Mariota. James has got it. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
From the 41, Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mariota from the gun on third down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. Mariota will look to throw. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Second and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mariota. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That second down play nets a -4. 2 are going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Tagovailoa. Got McKissick. Gets around him. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, Ingram again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the counter, Ingram. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st down, Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington is going to win the football game. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Washington, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.